Hi, I'm Jim from Lazy Lizard Campers, and we're going to go through the setup of the Frilled Neck camper today. The rooftop is held on by two clips, so first we undo those and then we just raise it. Don't forget, once the tent's set up, it's a bit harder to get in here, so take all your camping gear out first. Now the top is held on by a zip and a velcro. We go to where the tyre is, we lift it up and we start zipping her off. Now we take the top off. We'll place it carefully on the ground and we're going to use it to store our equipment. As you unpack, lay out your gear in an organised manner. In particular, make sure you keep the poles for the main tent separate from the poles from the annex. You will need 4 pairs of poles for the main tent. 2 long pairs with rubber stoppers on one end and C-clips on the other end. 1 pair with C-clips on both ends and a short pair with rubber stoppers on one end and a C-clip on the other end. Opening the tent is easiest with 2 people. Each of you should grab hold of the pole on the end and flip it open towards the passenger side of the trailer. You then grab hold of the pole below and pull it out sideways as far as it will go. Now we open the doors so we can get inside to start setting the tent up. Now we're going to set up the supporting poles in the rear of the tent. These are 2 of the long poles with rubber stoppers on one end and C-clips on the other end. You will notice there are pockets in the corner of the tent and the rear supporting poles fit into these. To make life a bit easier, we'll take time off now and set up the internal step. The step is stored on the left-hand side of the trailer behind the fold-out kitchen. It slides into the 2 guides on either side of the wheel arch. First you grab the central poles, push them upwards as far as they'll go and tighten them. Then you grab the first of the front poles and push it forward as far as it'll go and then tighten it. Then you put the short supporting pole in place, the one with a rubber stop on one end and the C-clip on the other end. Then you do the same on the other side. Now we took a small break to open some windows to let a breeze through. Now we check that the rear poles have been extended as far as they go and tighten them in place. Now it's time to install the first stretcher in the front. That's the pole which has C-clips on both ends. And again, we need to do the same on the other side. And that's the front of the camper fully set up. The final thing to be done is to install the supporting poles in the rear. These are the long poles with C-clips on one end and rubber stops on the other end. And finally, so we can enjoy the cooling breeze on this fine summer day, we will go and roll up the rest of the windows. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you set up the Frilled Neck camper from Lazy Lizard. It's a bright, open, breezy, magnificent camper that the entire family will absolutely love. When you first set eyes on the tiny Frilled Neck trailer, you'd never believe that it opened into such a massive living space. Truly, it's a perfect camper to take the entire family on vacation. And now we're finally ready to relax and start enjoying our camping site.